himself in that bush. And he's like, you know what, I'm gonna hide on this bush so I can heal back up.
Very well done. I like your way with words, sir.
Thank you.
On the top side.
You know what? That's what you do.
That's what you do when you have this job.
But yeah, dude, it's already an early lead for TL off of this composition. You know, this is a very different start. This is the flow that Team Liquid is usually used to. And really a big part of it is just the amount of damage that they can do early on and, you know, setting things up around, again, the information that is provided by having a Hilda in the hands of JP. Oh, he could be in trouble.
Nice hit on a JP there. Wrath of Dryad as well on a Sanji. Sanji's going to back off, get a couple free shots in as Carl TZ does miss the skill. NT7, TL, both go back to a standstill. But wait, no, Carl TZ, a lot of damage on a Shin. Is he gonna go for the dive on the tower? Sanji tries to get another shot as well. Carl TZ gonna move over to this purple buff. Doesn't have vision, JP's gonna open it up for them. They push Akashi back. He does have the consecration. He can deal with a little bit of crowd control. TL just testing the boundaries right now.
Yeah, all that pressure for the purple buff, right? To take it from hide on bush if they can. But also TL can't risk it. You gotta think every decision here up to this point, because you're down in the series 1 game and you're facing elimination here, you really have to stay calm and collected through this. You know, they can go ahead and kind of thread that needle as much as possible, but they want to maintain this lead they've already built. They want to go ahead and scale it up even further. This second turtle is up, and right now they're fighting for this space to work with. Hide on bush is going to make his way here. Wrath of Dryad already used. Carl trying to run.
Carl looking for a way in. Nice end as welcome on to hide on bush. Sanford able to lock him down. Akashi will secure the turtle as JP gets brought down low. Tempest of Blades does come down on Sanford. Sanford just trying to walk away behind him. Bush doesn't want to let it happen. He's able to get the kill. Back in the mid, Carl TZ's forced to go back to base, and on the top side, Doom and Teddy continue to battle it out on the bot side tower, though. JP's not going to be able to defend it. This should be a good tower for Entity 7.
Really surprised Carl TZ didn't go down there. I mean, he had 1 HP. He tried to attempt to take the turtle, but E7 able to secure it, get themselves an objective too. So for Entity 7, they pretty much just dealt with that bit of a lead that TL built up. That was a 2,000 gold lead now taken care of as Skypiercer is picked up for Carl TZ. So if he starts to get these kills, we've seen it before, those stacks can really build up and be devastating for Hirara. Conceal going to be used on JP. They're going for him.
If he will get stunned by Shin. A couple more free shots from Dune and he will go down. Sanford and Sanji are forced to just watch from the tri-bush. A nice terrifying onto Akashi, but he's going to continue to get vision for the team as Hide on Bush goes back to the jungle.
You know, that's the difficult part there, Trex, too. You know, you have these tanky heroes like this Uranus. Whether he's, you know, as nimble as the other XP laners, he just tanks up a lot of damage, and he can just go ahead and be that front line for you. You pair it up with a Belric, and it's nearly impossible to just kind of barge your way through the front line. Carl TZ will be able to get his buff, though. So E7 is pretty much mirroring what Team Liquid has done minutes ago when they had the lead. Now mid lane.
Nice Wrath of Dryad on Shin. Doom comes in with a blazing duet. Look at the damage on Carl TZ. Doom gets the kill, and Hide on Bush comes out with a Tempest of Blades, securing the kill on to JP as well. Entity 7 popping off at 7 minutes.
Team Liquid is trying to make things happen with the Wrath of Dryad stolen by Sanji, and then they get punished in the mid lane. 2 kills for E7 to scale up further. That last turtle of the game is going to be up here. Oh, we did see a stun on live cam. He's going to be able to get away, I think.
Should be okay.
Oh, they're still chasing.
In. JP engages as well. Big Wrath of Dryad once again, able to lock up JP and the rest of the team. Sanford gonna come in with the detonate as well. Able to lock on to Shin. Get the spit out against the wall, and Shin still survives though.
How is Shin alive?
Bush keeps going. Sanford down. Entity 7 is pushing the Stampede away.
How was Shin alive again, TL? They try to make something happen and they get punched to the ground off the decision. That is not what you want happening with your backs against the wall in your tournament life. But for E7, looking to make history, they're a step closer at that point. Each objective that goes down, Entity 7 is looking to make a huge statement across the world of competitive MLBB.
You know, we saw them the other day, and I think everyone came in today down-deed Entity 7. Another ult lands down onto Sanford. Entity 7 are controlling this game, and this is match point.
Oh man, hide on Bush. Here's a conceal.
Oh, hide on Bush. Force use Tempest of Blades. Will be able to get away. Dennis Welcome does get wasted as well. There's nothing left in the kit of Team Liquid now for another fight.
That's so unfortunate for TL. You know, they're trying to expend what they can, a conceal, a play, try to get the jungler of E7 down, and when you go for that, and then he just kind of Finch poisons away.
Destroyed.
That is unfortunate, you know, because what else can you find across the map? Entity 7 is doing such a good job also just protecting the core members here. You know, again, having a Belric, having a Uranus on your lineup, you can just give so much space. Mind you, Doom has just been able to go ahead and farm up on this Claude, man. 2-0 and 3. You know, when he hits that Trinity, which I believe he might have already, if we take a look at the items, there it is, on point. He does get the golden staff right around the 9-minute mark. So this is the thing to be cautious about now, because that power spike is available for Doom, and they've just been playing around the setup that happens here.
A lot of damage onto Akashi. Does pop the Consecration. Will get away to safety. Sanford does have the Dennis Welcome, decides not to use it, but on the top side, Teddy and JP just try to defend the waves. It's a tier 2 on the mid, tier 2 on the bottom, and an inhibitor standing at the top. Team Liquid getting brought down to their bones at this point. Orange buff is saved by Carl Teasy, but every time Entity 7 makes them fight for it.
Oh man, they're gonna make them fight for this Lord here. Purple buff go and taken by Hide on Bush. Carl Teasy's trying to get his. It is gonna be a reset on the Lord, but Doom will hold it there. They've got that small wave trying to push up top. That should be cleared out. Oh, they're gonna start this fight.
Kashi takes a lot of damage, pops Consecration once again, and Team Liquid still have ults ready to go along with Entity 7. It's a dance, and last time we saw this in the previous game, Entity 7 was willing to go the distance for these Lords. They don't need to rush them. They know they can slow play it. This isn't what we expected from Entity 7, but right now, they are bringing it to Team Liquid's face. JP looking for the tri-brush.
Oh, he's looking.
As Teddy's up in the top side. Carl Teasy takes some damage. Doom comes in with Blazing Duet. Does not capitalize too much with that damage. BMI's back, but it does the job. It zones them away. Sanford able to get Dennis Welcome around the Dryad comes out. Begin ready to lose his life for the rest of the team. Hide on Bush comes in, doing some nice damage. Akashi does go down. Teddy shows up. Entity 7 backs off with the Lord.
Okay, they back off. Shin's still there. Carl Teasy gonna be able to get away. Doom's just around the corner too. Did they want to go for this? Again, Lord was secured. They got one kill. But you're seeing how much of a struggle it is right now for TL. For these team fights, they still need a lot of time to kind of catch up here. Once again, E7 finds themselves with a healthy gold lead to work with. Against the defending MSC champions here, the Filipino champions. This is such a big game, a big series for Entity 7. And everyone else watching this, look at the item different factor here as they try to put some pressure on that purple buff. From Carl Teasy, he's able to go ahead and secure it. They do have to go ahead and slow this down a bit to deal with this Lord push up top.
Entity 7 slowly taking it to them right now. A wave of minions down the mid. They're going to take this tier 2. TL on the defense. Good taunt on a Sanford. Asanji tries to come in. Sanji does have the Wrath of the Dryad. We got to watch out for that one. But there's one in the hands of Agin as well. Lord crashing in.
So lockdown?
Lockdown. Teddy able to get Agin. Lord does go down, and TL defend well, taking a member along with the Lord and losing no inhibitors.
It's one small step in the right direction for Team Liquid. They got to go ahead and scale up here on Teddy, especially as Melissa, again, has a great win rate so far throughout MSC. But you can see, you know, he's a bit behind. 2,000 gold, that's more than a bit, that's quite a bit of gold behind. You know, working on this fourth item, he's at least got the Trinity locked in. So that's why the damage, when they're able to go ahead and set it up, it's there. But again, you're susceptible to being collapsed down on. You've only got your go away, and you've only got your flicker. That's about it. So TL is really just, it seems like they're just trying to slow it down, keep things maintained in the base until that, you know, they're ready to actually fight into these fights right now. They just know that the power is in favor of Entity 7. They have to dissect these fights really carefully, especially with Hide on Bush on this Ling. As we've seen so far, a little bit of stun here on JP. He'll be able to tank that up. They want to go ahead and secure, once again, this buff for Carl Teasy.
Sanford's going to try to bring it back. The game does get pushed back as well, but Hide on Bush takes the purple. Now Carl Teasy doesn't have the buff to go, and Lord is up in just 16 seconds. It's going to be a big advantage over to Entity 7. Not to mention as well, they're sending Doom up to the top side to create a slow push on the long lane. Team Liquid has to think very clearly about this next Lord.
This Lord is crucial. Approaching that 14-minute mark up to this point, Entity 7 with a 6,000 plus gold lead is in charge, just like they were in game 1. And now for this Lord to go ahead and start up, Akashi will pull it through. And Sanford, he's got to get those stacks. He's got to be that front line. And they got to allow Teddy that space to work with. And Sanji has been holding on to that Wrath of the Dryad. It's going to be crucial here. If they decide to fight, that's the main thing. Corner the health on the Lord here. Does TL go for the Lord? It's just going to be secured by Hide on Bush. So they choose to defend again.
I think that's the right play, honestly. The thing about Team Liquid's draft is they do have good protection against a siege. They can huddle up, they want to try to fight in those little corners. When Entity 7 has to come through, they'll have the Wrath of the Dryad in response, they'll have the Detna's welcome, and they'll have Teddy just getting free shots from the base. That's where they need to look for the big mistake, or that's where they at least need to buy some more time to get to this 18-20 minute mark to where gold is at a standstill.
Man, again, if this Lord making its way up top, Entity 7 with a 7,000 gold lead, maybe that's lucky for them as they approach the base. TL trying to clear this out. Again, they've got some key items picked up. Wind of Nature too for Teddy, so they can fight this if they need to lock it down here into the base. Lord's gonna charge in up top. Entity 7 looking to take out a base turret. Conceal gonna be used here.
Conceal is used. Entity 7 breakthrough. TL's tournament life on the line. One more fight could end it all. Carl Teasy tries to look for the engage. Begin as well, entering through the Lord, crashes in. Doom forced back by the Muddles. Entity 7 just looking for towers. They know they can't brute force their way in right now.
And with that, that'll be a successful defense for TL. Yes, they lost 2 base turrets, but given the situation, how far behind as a team they are, they hold on to 1. They potentially buy themselves a minute and a half or so to go ahead and catch up. But we've seen this before, Trex. It might be one of those cases where it's like, do they just continue to let the Lord go and then try to get that miracle-based defense? At some point, though, especially when we get to that evolved Lord territory, it's almost better just to go for that play in the Lord, you know, and not let it come down to your base defense.
This might honestly be the one that they're gonna have to fight for. Without 2 inhibitors, it's a very tough defense because yes, they have the capability with Teddy now, especially having the Wind of Nature and everything, they can hold up for a little while. But it's not like Entity 7 doesn't have the dive potential either. They have the big Blazing Duet. They have Begin. They have Akashi who can harass. They have so many opportunities. And look at them now. They're just huddling outside. They're freezing lanes, but they're not giving much space.
And a big threat to just stop Team Liquid in their tracks is, again, Shin. And that's why this Eudora has been so deadly in the drafts. Whether it's Shin and just playing off the Wrath of the Dryad even, or that taunt that comes through with the Balric, that could be an almost automatic kill. That numbers advantage that Entity 7 can potentially get is what's so deadly and why Team Liquid has to pretty much just stay in their base. Unless they're all gonna go together here. JP can spot some things out. He's tanky enough, has that magic resistance too. So now that this Lord is up, Teddy goes and handles that wave a bit. Doom will start this Lord. And this could be a crucial one. This could be the game-winning Lord take for Entity 7 unless TL could somehow, some way make this happen. The stun's coming through, plus that ultimate from Shin already.
I think they know this is going to be drawn out, so they're willing to use it just to force them away a little bit. It's a slow push on the boss side towards Team Liquid's last inhibitor. At some point, Entity 7 knows you got to send someone over there. That's your only option. You also have to worry about top lane. You also have to worry about mid. And look at Hide on Bush. He's even willing to commit. Listen, I'm going to force this thing in. You have to send someone now. And I'm quickly going to get back to the Lord.
And they know Teddy's got to go there. That wave pushed in. There's the conceal. They got to stop this here. It's on a quarter of the health.
Wrath of Dryad, and Doom comes in with a Blazing Duet, along with a Tempest of Blades. And Tona's Welcome does lock on, but it's not enough. Carl Teasy finds Shin in the backside.
Can Teddy get down?
Taking so much damage, and Hide on Bush with the double. The go away does come out, but Entity 7 doesn't want to give it up now. It's just JP and Teddy up against them all with Carl Teasy. Entity 7's not going to force it in. They're going to go back to the Lord. They want to make this a guarantee.
Entity 7 will be able to get this Lord. What a team fight. What a macro play to push that bottom wave. Make sure Teddy got it, and he was too late to the fight, so they collapsed down. Yes, TL's still going to be able to defend, but man, they expended a lot. Look at those battle spells. They're still down here. They got waves to deal with, and eventually Entity 7 will be looking to take down this base turret and take down the tournament lives here of TL.
I'm going to say this, Entity 7 better finish this here. I'm surprised they didn't go for the ending a second ago. No go away on Teddy. But once again, just to remind everyone, Team Liquid on tournament life. This could be the last Lord push we see from them. Can they make the Hail Mary play?
Oh, they're going for it.
Carl Teasy gets taken out by Shin, diving too deep. Are they just trying to buy time? Though as the rest of Entity 7 pushes in, a big blazing duet on Sanji. The Lord connects onto the base. Teddy, 1v1 against Doom, and he gets the shut down the go away. Teddy is popping off right now, but is it enough to save the day as the rest of Entity 7 closes in? A tempest of blades to seal the deal, and Entity 7 comes halfway across the world to prove a point, to prove that the hunt's not over.
The hunt wasn't over from the start. Everybody watching this is going to be in shock. Team Liquid Philippines will not move forward in MSC here at EWC 2026. Again, it's been full of surprises, Trex. This might be the biggest one yet.
For those that don't know, Entity 7 came from the Development League of South America, worked their way on, took the MCT Amer champion, and now are sitting on the stage taking out the previous MSC champions.
People shared their thoughts if Entity 7